Today we are talking about fix for bloating. What is bloating? The gas entrapped in all that, and you'll have severe discomfort in your abdomen, right? That is abdominal distension, what we call, isn't it? So how the bloating will happen, especially when you take sugary stuff, undigested fiber, fatty food, salty stuff. When you have these things, you will have bloating. Generally, when we eat, the bloating will be there because generally what we eat every day, apart from that something extraordinary when you eat, what will happen? Definitely bloating. My stomach is hurting. This is what we say, isn't it? Anyways, that's a temporary thing. It will be there for 3-4 hours. Then automatically you will become calm and you will be absolutely fine, isn't it? But people will have long-term same issue. Every day they're having issue. Then this has to be addressed, isn't it? So bloating, why it happens? When we take the food which our body is not taking, right? First stop. What is stop? The food which triggers you, right? If the food is triggering you and it is getting you upset, stop such food. Respond to the food which you are taking and which is accepting. For example, outside food, something you buy, you eat, you'll have severe bloating. Home cooked food, when you eat, you're absolutely fine. This is the fine example what I can give you, right? Homemade laddu, you're fine. When you take something from the sweet shop and you say, oh God, I have bloating. I had samosa, I had vada. But the same vada, whatever is made at home, same samosa or kachori made at home, when you eat, you're fine. How is it happening? There are multiple reasons, like the reused oil, what they use, right? And the hygiene practices, what they do. So many things can be the reason for the bloating. But you have constant chronic issue if you have it, it is better to be addressed. First, we should try with the food. Then the medications. You have severe issues, yes, definitely you can go with the doctor. That's of course is right. You take the medication, but long run, every day you have issue, every weekend you have issue, you go on with the antacids, you go with the syrups. Are they going to help you? It will worsen the situation, right? So what we should do with the food, what can be taken, that is very important. Alright, so what we do is, like first thing is probiotics will help you. So what are probiotics? It will give you a good bacteria in your gut. So simple thing what you have is like buttermilk you can have, right? And you can have some kombucha. So many natural probiotics are there which can be inculcated every day. And after meal you can have jeera water, or you can have some soap, that is fennel seeds, which will help you in the condition, right? So how you gonna do it on a daily basis? That's very important. On rising, you can have at least a glass or 2 of the water. So maximum, this will help you in your gut health, right? Then how you inculcating the fiber? So you can have it, fruits and vegetables. How you inculcate fruits and vegetables? So vegetables in your breakfast, lunch, dinner, or in between. So suppose you are taking some mint chutney, that is pudineka chutney. That is very good. It has some fiber. It's a green leafy vegetable, right? Even inculcating in your lunch, dinner. Suppose you are making some whole pulse. Of course, whole pulse will have fiber, but we are talking about the soluble pulse. So what you should do, you can inculcate some vegetable. Then you make some curry. Suppose vegetable sambar you make. How much vegetable you are taking from that sambar? Suppose some goat sambar or drumstick sambar. How many pieces you are taking? And you are eating the vegetable, the sabji what you are eating. How much vegetable, the quantity of vegetable you are taking? That is very important, right? 1 katori, 1 cup, that is 30 to 40 grams you should be taking. That is very important. The quantity what you eat, which goes into your body, matters or not. And then your dinner. Dinner also, suppose if you are taking some food which is, like high in fiber, it need not be always in a curry form. You can chop some mint leaves, chop some methi leaves, add to your roti and you can have it. That also will help you. And leave a gap between the meals. And don't take large meals, small meals. Small meals you should be taking. Small meals, frequent intervals is going to help you or not. Rather taking an elaborated meal and then you don't digest it. So suppose 3 to 4 hours of gap should be there. Suppose you're having your breakfast. You eat late breakfast, 10:30 to 11 you eat your breakfast. Then again by 1:32 you are eating your lunch. There is no gap at all. Definitely the digestion issue will happen. Our body, our organs, everything is working according to time, right? You're going to office, 9 to 5, 8 hours you're working. Same way even our stomach, our liver, kidney, everything has their own time to digest and process the things. We need to respect that. So what we have to do, leave the gap. Even in the dinner, having 9:30, 10 very late dinners definitely will affect your digestion process, right? So what you have to do, you need to have at least by 7:30, 8, before 8, at least before 9, try to finish your dinner. That is what is important. So time management with respect to your meals, what you're eating is very, very important, right? And then you're eating the junk or the outside food, make it weekly once, okay? And then precisely a healthy food, healthy choices. Always keep healthy food in your fridge. When you pick, you see only healthy food. And seasonal fruits, then unseasonal fruits. Unseasonal fruits, you know how they make them ripe, right? So seasonal fruits, you go with that, and a limited quantity. That is very, very important. Time management, healthy food, healthy lifestyle, and a basic 1 hour of walking will improve your health. And friends, I would like to say one thing. I have bloating, so let me start up the healthy diet. No, this is not gonna work. First, solve the issue. How are you gonna solve the issue? Address the issue. You have bloating? Go with a low residue diet. There is no fiber diet. Something like you have to peel the vegetables, fruits, then you have. When you have fiber, when you have severe bloating, it will aggravate the situation. Don't take caffeine. What is caffeine? Tea, coffee, cold drinks, chocolate, all these things you stop. That can be taken weekly once you're fine. But right away, address the issue, right? You have stomach pain, you have to sort it out, right? Otherwise, you can't sit, stand and work in your office or go to office first of all, or you will be always in the lower to release the gas. Yeah? So benching of flatulence, all these things has to be addressed. So first thing what you have to do, first sort that issue. Of course, the doctor will give you the syrup or medicine, which runs for 3 days, 5 days, 7 days maximum. But first you sort out the issue. Go with a low residue diet, easily digestible food, than taking, whole pulse, tur dal. Go with the moong dal. Split pulses you take first, not the whole pulses, which is easily digestible. Don't take very fiber rich, like, going with millets and all. First, slowly, gradually, once your health improves, then you inculcate one healthy habit. At a time, we cannot improve. Even for a baby, we don't. Once the baby goes to 5th or 6th month, we start off with a hyper fiber. No, one food at a time. So slowly, you want to, change your lifestyle. Slowly, you have to shift. Slowly, one by one. It doesn't mean that let me continue the junk food. No, that is not going to happen. Stop the junk food. And what I'm trying to say, when you have severe bloating issues, go with something semi-solid like, khichdi. A thin vegetable khichdi, which is very, very, very bland. Not spicy at all. A soft curd rice. Having buttermilk like in breakfast, lunch, dinner. And very, very simple food, easily digestible food you can have when you have severe issues. Once things are sorted out, slowly shift. Like you need to first start off your exercise, like a simple walking for an hour you need to start. And timings like before 9 breakfast, by 12:31 lunch and before 9 dinner. And in between, you need to inculcate a healthy foods like, a mint sandwich, or you can have some salads. Start with a water-rich vegetables like cucumber you can have. And then you can have buttermilk in breakfast, lunch, dinner, or in between. A thin porridges will do, right? Rather you go with some biscuits, bread, bun, bakery stuff. All these things you need to stop, right? Shifting to the healthy lifestyle first. What you buy, what you keep in your home matters a lot. You open the fridge, you have some junk food, naturally you pick that only. You keep some healthy food, naturally you have no other choice but to pick that one, right? So you want to know more about how to eat, when to eat, all these things. You need to, first channelize yourself. And you need to take a consultation from a proper dietitian, a certified dietitian. Then slowly, the dietitian will take your dietary call. Like what is dietary call from morning to night, what you're eating. Say, she will take at least a week's or maybe 24 hours from morning to night, what you're taking, when is your office hours, what are you doing, how many times you're socializing, do you have any habits like smoking, drinking, and how often you do, how many per day, and what are your sleeping timings, how often you're on the phone, how long you're working your hours, are you working even after office hours, and how long is your travel, how you're taking your stress, and in the 2 hours of travel to office to home or home to office, how long you are, starving, are you taking any water, are you hydrating yourself now and then, how often you are getting up from your chair and moving around in the office. There are so many aspects. What we call is, initial assessment. Then we decide according to your traditional, regional, what you have to eat. Then the counseling is given and a follow-up will be given, right? So any queries, you can always take an appointment from our agency and you can have a diet counseling to lead a healthy lifestyle. Then this is what I have to say on this. All the best, friends, and see you. Bye-bye. Thank you.